the cross-border crime and human trafficking. Now, this externalization of labor, which is part of the whole problem, as she pointed out, is really temporary for our country. We should not be here externalizing our children to go and work for others. There are some countries in the world that externalize their children, like the Philippines. You go all over the place, you find Filipinos all over the place. However, you have got other countries, like South Korea. The only South Korean I have ever seen abroad is Ban Ki-moon, the one who was Secretary General of the UN. You don't see South Koreans all over the place. This is the vision of the NRM. NRM, we don't want our children to go to work as a bapakasi for other people. But the problem we have been having is the resistance to our vision. Because you remember we came from the bush, and when we came here, people were busy with all sorts of confusion, neo-colonial mentality. The civil service, some of the politicians, they had all sorts of confused ideas. So we have been struggling to implement our vision. The population of Uganda is now 43 million people. If you assume that there are 5 people in each family, that means we have got 8.6 million families, about 9 million families. Now, many of these families, you can check with UBOS, Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Many of these families have land, family land. They have land, many of them. Now, we have been telling you, the whole country, of how to create jobs in the country. And we have been telling you in English, in the local languages, and I have experimented it myself in the cattle corridor since 1966, when I was a student leader, that you can transform the peasantry very quickly from what they call subsistence, working for the stomach only, okukola ekida kyonka. So 1 acre for pasture, where you can put 8 cows. 8 cows can be supported in 1 acre in a year. Then acre number 4, you put food crop, whatever you eat. I hear you eat rice. I don't know why you eat rice. Me, I don't eat rice. I'm not an Indian. I don't eat bread. I'm not a European. That's why you see I'm now 78, almost 78. But if you want to wrestle, I'm ready here. I eat muhogo. I eat millet. I eat bananas. At night I may eat 2 bumondi, these Irish potatoes because they have got low calories. They don't have much calorie there. You can eat them to deceive the stomach that you have put something so that you sleep. Because when you eat at night, it's not good. You don't use the calories. So acre number 4, put our food crops, cassava or bananas. In some of the areas, they can grow Irish potatoes, no problem. I never recommended rice. You never hear me talking about rice. I don't know how you got to eat rice. Rice is a food for other people, but if you eat it, that's your choice. So this was the 4 acres. Then in the backyard, we recommended you put poultry for eggs. You put piggery in the backyard. Because again, there you don't need much land. Then those who are near the swamps, not in the center of the swamp, but on the periphery, put fish ponds. Like for instance, Busoga, Bukedi, Teso, Lango, they have got all those wetlands. You can put fish ponds on even West Nile, in the Nile Valley. You can put fish ponds. Fish is good food and has got a big market internationally. I have got 4 fish ponds at Kaumu on my presidential farm. I don't eat fish. I'm a cattle keeper, I don't eat fish, so I keep fish for you people who eat fish. But from the 4, I have 4 fish ponds in half an acre, and my people earn 68 million shillings in a year from those 4. So this is what we recommended. We recommended a 4 acres model with 7 high-value activities. Other activities like cotton, like tobacco, which is the curse of West Nile, like even maize, sugarcane, those need bigger land. So we don't recommend them for the 4 acres or less. Those we need them, the country needs them, but those should be done by rich people like MUSEVENI and others who can grow on a big area. I can grow cotton for you, for the country, for 100 acres. I can grow it if you want it, if the ministry organizes that. You can grow the cotton, the rich ones, the ones with big land. They can grow cotton, I will not grow tobacco, but I can grow cotton for you, grow maize. I will not grow sugarcane. The Basoga are already doing that. So you can have the 2 modes of agriculture. One called intensive agriculture, where you use a small area to get very good money. The other one, extensive agriculture, where you get small amount per acre, but because you have got a big acreage, the total is big. This is what we advised. This is what we advised in 1996 in the manifesto, in writing. But people don't listen. But these people in Fort Portal, those Batoro people, you should be very careful about them. They are people who listen. They are not as arrogant as these other groups. They look soft and speak softly, but they are very serious people. So they listened on what I was telling them. Say, Omugurusi Nabaza Kino. This old man is saying something is like this. So for them, when they heard my message, they said, this old man is talking of 4 acres. But here in Rengaju, we no longer have 4 acres. We have already destroyed them. by bad inheritance practices. So what do we do? What is the average? 1 acre. They had only 1 acre. Can you imagine? Now, from 1 acre, these people, because they listened to my message, they could no longer do the 7 things which I talked about. No, for them they chose 2. They chose poultry for eggs and dairy for cows. They would grow the pasture in the 1 acre. Migration and all this. This is because people don't listen to the NRM message. We can create 50 million jobs in agriculture alone if the families who have land listen to our message. Forget about those who may not have land, because I've said only 5 million. The other 4, maybe they are in the town, Kawempe and all that. Okay, those we shall see how to handle them differently. But the ones who have got land, please, work for the stomach and the pocket with the Chivaro, Aymar, Chura, or Tita. Then you will have no, Susan will have less work in her office, migrating, going, coming back. Now, this is just agriculture. Now, the agricultural sector. Now add industry now. Because all this you produce in agriculture will have to be processed. Value addition. So you add industry, you add services. Now, those children of ours who are going abroad, they are going to provide a service, but a bad service. Working in the houses, all this. It's a service, of course, but there are better services which can be employ our people. And then ICT. So the problem of migration is really because of not listening to the NRM message. And you can, although you are prosecutors, you can add on that message that you had an old man talking about this in Kampala. Now, on the issue of John Kagezi, what Susan was talking about, because the people who killed John Kagezi were identified. Why they have not been prosecuted, I have now heard it from Susan now for the first time, that transboundary, I don't know what. But if it is transboundary, why not publicize it and you embarrass those who are harboring them? If these fellows, because like I heard that one of them was living somewhere. I know he was living, because you know your theater actions of lawyers. I don't want to talk because there is sub judice. So I don't know why you called me here, because I can't say anything. But I know the story. So the story is, these people were seen, were identified. They were seen clearly, and we have got, Bodo was talking about working with the police. Those departments have good talent in them if they are well used. In the police, we had a department who could do forensic reconstruction. These people say, the person you saw, how did he or she look like? Then the person describes in words. Then the forensic draws. So these people, when they drew, we knew one of the criminals, and we know him. So I was asking my girl there in the CID, Akulo, what happened? Oh, we are still what? Transboundary, what Susan was saying. But if it is transboundary, if they say that they don't want to bring back that person here because we are killers, okay, you try him there. Is that allowed? Why can this person not be tried there and sentenced, put in a hotel, what they call a prison, for life? At least we shall know that we know the person. Where is the Attorney General? Why can that not be done? Isn't crime transnational also? Isn't accountability? Abodo, you help me here. Come and help me. Why can we not say, you try, if you don't want to bring this person here, you try him there. Tell me what is the problem. But at least we know that he's not free. What is the problem?
Your Excellency, I think there are a number of so many issues dealing with this trying of offenders. Sometimes when they don't want to extradite an offender because if you have a death penalty in our laws, then they don't.
Okay, you try him there in your.
And sometimes we can do that, Your Excellency, but I think it just depends on what relationship, what treaties we have with a particular country.
Yeah, but we bring it up so that, because now the people of Uganda are demoralized because somebody was killed, and it appears as if we don't even know the one who killed the person. If we know who killed the person, but we say he's somewhere where they don't want to bring him back, then at least people will know. What is the problem? Maybe Susan knows more about this. Susan, come and tell me and educate me.